Hello and welcome back to Road TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is number 876. The category is It'll Kill Ya. This is a 21-question trivia quiz sent in from Trish and Tom. They've sent in several that we've already played, so you know this one's going to be good. You'll probably learn something. It's 21 questions about poisons, venoms, chemicals, compounds, anything that could possibly kill you. Question number 1. This chemical compound was used in the Flavor Aid at Jonestown, the Chicago Tylenol poisonings, and many other less famous murders. It is described as smelling like bitter almonds. What is this nasty stuff that can exist as a gas or in crystal form? Bitter almonds always gives it away for me. The answer is cyanide. Question number 2. This attractive perennial's beans contain ricin, one of the deadliest substances known, and children or pets who chew on them may be poisoned. True crime writer Anne Rule's Bitter Harvest describes a woman who tried to kill her husband with them. What is this lethal shrub called? It is called the castor bean plant. Question number 3. This odorless gas is the result of an incomplete burning of organic fuels and may be emitted by motor vehicles, faulty gas stoves and heaters, or house fires. Prolonged exposure leads to headaches, confusion, unconsciousness, and death. What is this silent killer? The answer is carbon monoxide. Question number 4. One of the ocean's deadliest animals is about 9 inches long and lives in a beautifully patterned shell. Upon contact, victims are injected with a powerful, sometimes fatal venom, and the symptoms may take minutes or days to appear. What is this malevolent mollusk called? That dangerous little dude is called a cone snail. Question number 5. This beautiful but deadly member of the delphinium flower family is also known as monkshood for its shape, and wolfsbane because it was used to poison wolves. People have also died, whether by mistaking it for an edible or medicinal preparation or by murder. What is the formal name of this poison? The actual name of wolfsbane is aconite. Question number 6. Among all poisonous mushrooms, Amanita phalloides is king. Half of one can kill an adult human, and the toxin is not destroyed by cooking. Easily mistaken for several edible species, it is notorious for both accidental and deliberate poisonings. What is the common name of this fearsome fungus? Those are called death caps. Question number 7. This venomous African snake can be over 9 feet long, and its bite, if not promptly treated, is nearly 100% fatal. It generally avoids humans, but if it feels threatened, it will strike multiple times at lightning speed. What is this serpent, the most feared snake in Africa, called? The answer is the black mamba. Question number 8. In 1947, the SS Grand Camp was docked at Texas City, Texas, when about 2,300 tons of fertilizer component in its hold detonated, leveling much of the city and killing about 500 people. The same substance was used in the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing. Still used in fertilizers today, what is it? The answer is ammonium nitrate. Question number 9. This North American wildflower has grass-like leaves and a bulb that resembles a wild onion, but thankfully it does not smell like an onion. Grazing animals often fall victim, and only one bee species can visit the flower and live. What is this toxic, weedy perennial known as? It is called the death camas. Question number 10. It may look humorous as it inflates itself into a globe, but its body contains one of the deadliest natural toxins on Earth. When properly prepared by a chef that one trusts with one's life, it is considered a delicacy in Japan, Korea, and China. What is this scary sea creature known as? It is called a pufferfish or a blowfish. Question number 11. A bacterial toxin lurks in improperly canned foods, foods grown in infected soil, and in the soil itself, causing a condition in which the fully conscious victim suffers an ascending paralysis that can lead to respiratory failure and death. What is this appalling illness called? Improperly canned foods is how you get botulism. Question number 12. A new London, Texas school was heated by a fuel abundant in the area, and in 1937 a spark set off the odorless fumes coming from a leaky pipe, killing 300 children and teachers. After that incident, a new law stated that the additive mercaptan must be added to what fuel so future leaks could be smelled? The answer is natural gas. Question 13. There is nothing heavenly about this fungus. Like its cousin, Amanita phalloides, it is among the most toxic known mushrooms and can be mistaken for an edible species, including the common button mushroom. What is this pale poisoner called? The answer is the destroying angel. What a cool name. Question 14. Common names for this snake in other countries are terciopelo, which means velvet in Spanish, and the barba amarilla, which means yellowbeard. America uses what French name, meaning lancehead, for this highly venomous pit viper? It is called the fer-de-lance. Question 15. In the 10th century, a rye fungus killed 100,000 people in France, and when outbreaks occurred throughout the Middle Ages, the affliction was called St. Anthony's fire. Eating bread made from infected rye could result in pain, hallucinations, gangrene, or death. What is this frightful fungus called? The answer is ergot. Question 16. Once used in medications to treat everything from asthma to skin problems, it was also a favorite means of murder in medieval and Renaissance days and up until the 19th century. It lost its popularity when it became too easy to detect in the dearly departed. What is this historic poison? The answer is arsenic. Question 17. This water additive is great in engines but not in living things. Cats and dogs have been poisoned by it, and in 2009, a New York woman, Stacy Castor, was found guilty of killing her husband by force-feeding him the stuff with a turkey baster. What is this substance called? Ooh, what a way to go. She force-fed him antifreeze. Question 18. The 2006 assassination of Alexander Litvinenko, a Russian defector and naturalized British citizen who investigated the Russian mafia and criticized Vladimir Putin, was certainly unusual. He became ill after drinking poisoned tea and died a few weeks later. What radioactive isotope was in his tea? The answer is polonium-210. Question 19. In 1974, a tourist in Haiti bought a goatskin bongo drum and became the first documented case of an American contracting this spore-borne illness from a drum. In 2001, soon after 9/11, spores of what disease were mailed to media outlets and U.S. senators' offices, leading to 5 deaths? The answer is anthrax. And question 20. The most common source of this poison is the Nux vomica tree, native to India and Southeast Asia. Swallowed, inhaled, or absorbed through the eyes, it triggers horrible muscle spasms. It is so lethal, the EU banned pesticides containing it. What is this hellish toxin? The answer is strychnine. I've heard of strychnine, but I did not know anything about strychnine. Now I do. Doesn't sound very good. Hopefully I never come in contact with it. Strychnine is the answer to question 20. Anyways, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of Road TRIpVIA. I did not know too many of these. I don't know anything about mushrooms, so I didn't get either of those. I've heard of botulism, and I got pufferfish right. I've heard of a fer-de-lance, but I did not guess it the initial time I read through it. This was a tough one from Trish and Tom. I'm not sure whether it was mostly Trish or mostly Tom, but this was tough, and if you got this right, then you have a very dark understanding of things that could possibly kill you, and I'm a little nervous why you're so good at this category. I am apparently harmless because I didn't know any of that, and in fact, the pictures of the cone snail that I looked up from question 4, I feel like I've picked those up on the beach before. They were empty, but now I'm afraid to even go seashell hunting. Too many things out there that could possibly kill you. Thank you, Trish and Tom, for giving me nightmare fuel for tonight. Thank you everybody else for watching today's episode. Check back tomorrow for another new one. Here's question 21 for Things That'll Kill You Trivia. In 1956, the cats in a Japanese fishing village were afflicted with the dancing cat fever. But the cats were not dancing, they were shaking, falling down, and dying. When humans showed the same symptoms, it was found they were all poisoned by eating fish contaminated with a silvery metallic element, the same one that made hatters mad. What is this elemental poison? Dancing cat fever is caused by the element mercury. Now I gotta avoid fish too. Thanks for ruining my day, Trish and Tom, with this excellent quiz that is super scary. It'll Kill You Trivia. See you tomorrow.